These two milk bottles at the Yakima Valley Museum tell the story of a young girl, her cows, and a train ride across the country to a new home in the sagebrush. In early 1888, Lucy Scudder, with 4 sisters and 2 brothers, ranging in age from 2 to 20, left Boston and climbed aboard a train headed for the Yakima Valley. A few months prior, her father Henry Blatchford Scudder and his uncle Charles Eustace Hubbard invested in 600 acres, 4 miles east of Yakima, in the Moxee. And now the Scudders were on their way to a new home. Thanks to a friendly conductor, the train stopped along their trip so the children could step on the ground in 13 different states. When they reached Pasco, theirs was the first train to cross a still unfinished bridge over the Columbia River. It was uncertain whether their train would make it across, so a work train was sent first. As their own train advanced, Lucy Scudder recalled,
"Our train went so slowly we could see the water below and count the girders. You could have heard a pin drop all the while."
When they arrived in North Yakima in April of 1888, it was still a Wild West town of 600 people. The town wasn't more than a
collection of shacks,
Miss Scudder recalled.
But it was already a bustling place.
Their house on the Moxee Ranch was unfinished, so they moved into the Stewart home. Their new house was finished later that year, just in time for the first Thanksgiving dinner.
We had only sagebrush all around us at home. Father got us ponies, and we explored the whole countryside.
A trip to get to St. Michael's Church in North Yakima also meant another horseback ride. From the Scudders' home, the only way to cross the Yakima River was over the Moxee Bridge. The older Scudders went in a hack, while the young women rode side saddle and boys bareback. For schooling, the boys were sent away, while the girls were educated at home by governesses. It was an interesting way for the girls to learn, as they performed their own family plays, and often entertained visitors such as Gardner Green Hubbard, founder of the National Geographic Society, and his daughter, Mrs. Alexander Graham Bell. Also in 1888, the Scudders shipped the first cows to the Yakima Valley from Syracuse, New York, for the specific purpose of running a dairy. Henry Scudder passed his knowledge of raising purebred Guernseys onto his daughter Lucy, who started her own purebred breeding in 1925.
It wasn't until 4 years had passed before I sold my first quart of milk.
In April of 1953, 65 years after her arrival in the Yakima Valley, Lucy Scudder sold her herd of 70 purebred Guernsey cows. But these 2 bottles, which used to hold milk, now hold the story of a girl of 10, scuffing her feet in the dirt of 13 states as her train traveled to Yakima.